response to Hank Green's talk that he did at RAT this past Saturday. And he just did a talk, where the moderator asked him questions and about his career, about his, cancer diagnosis, all of that. And this is my video response to that because I'm alumni. So I'm going to try to keep this quick. We are listening to China Anne McClain's Calling All the Monsters. And we are going to restring some bracelets I'm currently wearing that I wore for the Eras movie. So one of the topics he brought up when talking was the idea of like being introduced to complicated ideas at a young age, and then knowing those complicated ideas were going to stick with him later in life, which is really interesting. And I resonated with that a lot, just because I feel the same way that as a kid, I got into film and that was it. Like the concept of film, like how I would watch TV shows and then I would look into how those shows were made and like the cast, and like no kid my age, I was like 9 when I was doing that. No kid my age was doing that. I was like, oh, how did that actress do that? How did they do that behind the scenes, So complicated ideas. And he was kind of like talking about this in reference to like how he fell in love with like physics and, education and that kind of thing. He also talked about Taylor Swift a little bit and just like, he was like, as a creator, I respect her so much. So do I. He also talked about the idea of more versus good. And that kind of meant like in the process of like expanding his, company empire. I won't say empire, that's weird. And just, developing all of those ideas and turning them into a viable, business and that kind of thing. They would reach a certain point where they made a certain amount of money or whatever, and then he'd have to ask himself, do we want more of this, or is it already good? Do we think more will make it good? I think that's very good when a small-time creator is looking into making a business or being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, all those variations. Also, he mentioned that pelicans have 3 stomachs and 1 is meant for bones. The only note I have after that one is - upsetting. Hank, just so you know, crash course got me through world history honors my freshman year of high school, which quite honestly was too difficult of a class to be teaching a bunch of 14-year-olds with anxiety. I just graduated again from RIT, and I appreciate you coming out and talking to the loads of us who have student debt. And you kept bringing up how college is too expensive and the price of college is increasing faster than inflation, which is true. Actually, RIT increases their tuition by 4% about every year. Maybe every semester, I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, Hank Green. Now, here's my question to you. I gotta think of one. Is getting the iPhone 15, the newest iPhone, worth it? What's the worst thing about moving? Do you want me to make you a Taylor Swift friendship bracelet? Free shipping? What is the worst month out of the year? That was more than one question. Thanks. Bye.